this is the everlasting challenge for a woman. I can say it was one of my top challenges. So I had to really stop and pick up multiple times throughout my career in order to be able to manage. So, and in this, I would like to share a bit of fun experiment that I have done with my husband. My husband is actually a supportive man, but still men know what they know. They don't know what they never stepped in. So actually, I wanted him to understand more about this challenge. And what we did is that we allocated only one chore for him out of the chores for 1 week, which is cooking. And I even was supportive in this with him, like I was cutting the stuff. So he was so enthusiastic that he will win this challenge. And he started on a schedule and on punctual time. And the first 3 days went great and impressive. And the fourth day, we started having our lunch at dinner time. And things went out of control with him. So this is doing both his work and his only one chore out of the dozens of chores that a woman really do every day. So so then I saw that he understood more about this challenge. And once a man understands more, and even maybe he will become more supportive. So I would say there are two parts of this. There is an emotional part, and there is the technical part that a woman can do to balance. Emotionally, she should really be consistent and patient, and she should be persistent, to be honest, because as Asma said before, that a lot of women just lose hope and they just drop in the middle of the road and they don't continue, because it is a massive challenge, this balance. But if you are really focused on your goals and targets, and you are not ready to give up on your ambitions, then you're allowed to have weak moments, you are allowed to stop, rest, but you're not allowed to really stop your way. You have to continue. So I would give some maybe technical tips which I believe they can help in some situations, which is sometimes first sorting out your priorities, both personal and professional. You should sort it in a daily routine, that to-do list. Focus on one task at a time. Start with the most important task. You should eliminate time wasters. Some time wasters, you might think that it's not a time waster, like, for instance, picking what you want to cook for today, or what you want to wear, or how your schedule should start from daily morning routine, night routine. So this all you should set it in a to-do list, and this will actually help you do most of what you have planned. And secondly, I would say you should really learn the art of delegation. You should acknowledge that you cannot do it all by yourself. You should delegate in work, you should delegate in home. For your kids, for your husband, you should delegate work. This will really remove a lot of workload from you. So, and I would say also you should avoid perfection, because perfection, I am myself is a perfectionist, and I struggled in this point a lot. Perfection can drag you down if you really spend more time on a task. So it's not that you become careless, but you should really avoid top perfection for each task. And this will also save you some time to spend with your family, because it's a quality time. which you should spend with your family rather than quantity. I believe that. So you should like have this time for your family. And last, I would say that also you should have, which is actually a very important point, you should have a me time. This me time is majorly important for you to charge yourself back. You should have a time that you meditate, exercise, spend time with friends, watch a movie, whatever you really like to do, because this is the way you feel that you are also focusing on yourself in the process. And eventually this is a constant adjustment process. You will continuously adjust, and you should work on sacrifices. You should sacrifice sometimes. You have to learn how to sacrifice. So this is what I think a way to help a woman juggle between work and life. The most important and the key point for the future is educating the girls and the women, especially in the developing countries or the disadvantaged ones. Because sadly, we have seen girls fighting to have an equal education opportunity. They faced violence, abuse, and even some got shot in this process. So educating these girls into educated women will create better job opportunities for them, have better earnings, and to break them out of this poverty cultural cycle. So they can, once they are educated in even different life streams, they will be able to stand up for themselves, and they will have the confidence to participate and even educate other girls and women and empower others. So they say like women are half of this society, but I believe that women are the full society, because they do raise generations of both genders, boys and girls. And sadly, till the moment, there are women who raise boys to be still like dominant and girls to be submissive. They give power for boys over the girls, and they give more privileges to their boys than to their girls. So this should stop, and I believe it can stop by educating these women more in life, because educated woman has the power to change the mindset, which is the key issue. Mindset of a full future generation. She has the power to change if she changed herself and her mindset. So, and I believe that this will raise healthy kids, healthy future generation, and which will make families more stronger, which will make society more stable, and to the extent it will reduce the crimes, reduce the abuse, the racism. All this starts from the woman, from educating the woman, because this is where the key issue lies. So this is the main thing I would really, if I'm in power, I would focus on the education and educating of a woman both, because educating her in all life aspects and uplifting her to a mindset that she believes that she's equal and she to a man, and she has the equal rights to demand in her society. Yes, first of all, any leader, in my opinion, should have a vision, because I believe the vision is the which leads the leader, and vision also set the targets, and vision charge others and make them relate to you and to your leadership. So in order to find your vision, you can also stay around successful leaders and mentors. so who can really help you know what you really want. So this is the first thing, that you should have a vision. You should focus on your strengths, because women, unfortunately, systemically tends to undermine their skills and abilities, and they tend to attribute their success to other factors than themselves. So do not underestimate your abilities, and rather than focusing on what you cannot do, you should focus on what you are great at. Women, for instance, are naturally great verbal communicators. They have high emotional intelligence, and they are holistic problem solvers. I believe every woman with a home and kids can relate how women are holistic problem solvers. So third, there is the very important point, is building relationships. A leader should build relationships, and leadership should be about empowering others. To be a true leader, you should invest in others and motivate them, influence them to reach their next step and touch their lives. So this is a very important thing for anyone who wants to become a leader. You should also make growing your knowledge and experience a daily task. You should work on continuous improvement for your knowledge and experience. Even, for instance, you have a meeting and you don't feel it's important, you should go with an open mind to this meeting. There is always something worth to take away with you. Lastly, I would say, in order to pursue all your dreams, you need to start actively pursuing. This is a quote that I heard and I really like, that you should actively pursue everything that scares you. So you should go out of your comfort zone. You should pursue everything that you feel you cannot do and you want to do. Fail. You can't fail. You can turn every mistake to stepping stones for your success, for your future. So this is what I can advise future leaders, ambitious girls that want really to make a difference.